Good afternoon, God is love. Hope everybody's having a great weekend, enjoying the Sunday. Again, I tend to go live when I have a message that I feel like truly speaks to me and truly inspires me. Sometimes it can be more frequent, and sometimes it can be less frequent. I just got done watching Joel Osteen, and I really feel like his message today spoke directly to me. Um, I'm not exempt with problems in life, and I make plenty of mistakes. Just because I minister doesn't mean that I'm perfect. There is only one perfect being in the world, and that was Jesus. And that's because Jesus is an aspect of God. Other than that, none of us are going to be perfect. So I was really reflecting on that, and today I've formed my message of how to deal with people that judge you and oftentimes don't support the vision that you feel that God has for your life. I made some notes over here on my screen, so usually when I look over during the video, I look at my talking points. But let me first start off by saying that no matter how accomplished you are in life, no matter what you do, no matter what you say, no matter how many great things that you're able to see come to pass, not everybody's going to support you. It doesn't matter what you do. It doesn't matter how good of a person you are. It doesn't matter how popular you are. It doesn't matter how much money you have. You're always going to have a group of people that don't support you and don't want to. Sorry, my phone rang. So there's always going to be a group of people that don't want to see you succeed. That's just part of life. But it's important for us to remember that typically those people are put there for a reason. Well, they are put there for a reason. God will open doors when we need doors opened, and He will close doors when that's not the right path for us. And a lot of times doors are closed to point us in the right direction. So I have two large examples in my life of what I'm speaking on. The first example is years ago when I was in my early 20s. I really had a breakdown in my life. I wasn't doing good mentally or physically. I got into a lot of trouble. And it was really a dark point in my life where I could probably count on one hand the number of people that were truly there for me. I mean, people left in throngs and wanted to distance themselves from me as much as possible. And these were people that I thought were my friends, were people that cared about me. Even the woman I was seeing at the time wanted nothing to do with me. And it's shocking, but it's then that you realize that you don't need a ton of people to be there for you. You just need God. And really, it only takes one person to just show that they care about you no matter what's going on. And that person for me was my mother. And it allowed me to have a new sense of love and respect for her that I've never had before. The second time in my life was after my parents were killed. I was in a very dark place. A lot of times I would find comfort in drinking. I would drink to dull the pain, and the way I would deal with all of the emotions that I had pent up and all the anger that I had pent up and frustration as I would get on social media and I would say very offensive and wrong things to people, which I can admit it was totally uncalled for. It was totally inappropriate. It was totally out of place. And, that was just my way of venting. I'm not saying it was right, but, it's something I've since apologized for many times. I've tried to make right with the people that were affected by that and who I said those things to. But, a lot of people did forgive me. But, there's still some people that hold on to that and they still want to judge me because of that. And they think because of that I'm not suited to minister or I'm not suited to be somebody that can be there for others and use my experiences to try to build people up and help people. I mean, there's people that'll live on mistakes you make for the rest of your life. And the thing you got to remember is you just can't let it get to you. You got to know that you don't need an army or multitudes of people to be there for you. You're not going to be universally liked by everybody. And then just again to clarify what I'm going into now, you don't need a lot of people to be successful. You know, God sends the right people in your life when you need them. And he'll remove the wrong people in your life if they're leading you down the wrong path. You know, I'm not going to say that people can't change, that people can't grow, that people can't forgive. That definitely happens, and I've been forgiven and loved by many people. I'm a blessed man, but you know, it's important for us to remember we don't have to be universally loved and we don't have to be universally forgiven to be successful at the destiny that God has for us. And then finally, it only takes one spark from God for us to achieve our destinies. You know, it really only takes one opportunity, one person in our life at the right time. And that was really Joel Osteen's message today, was that we're not going to be universally supported in the world. And it's easy for us to think that to be successful, we have to have as many supporters as we can possibly imagine. And that's not true. It really only takes the right person at the right time. And God will send the right person at the right time if it's a part of the destiny that he has for you. And I truly believe that. I've seen it with the ministry that I've set up through God is Love. I've seen it through people that I've personally done my best to help, just the turnaround in their lives, which I don't give credit to myself. I give credit to God first and foremost, but he gave me the right opportunities when they were needed. And I'm going to close with one verse. And, you know, this kind of ties into my last point. The verse is, "Do not be deceived. Bad company ruins good morals." And this is 1 Corinthians 15:33. So in closing, you know, you need to forgive people. I'm never going to say don't forgive people, but you can't continue to surround yourself with people that don't support you, that don't want to see you succeed, that don't want the best for you. If you do all you can to make things right with somebody and they still just refuse to forgive you or refuse to want to see you do well, then you still forgive them, you still pray for them, but at the same time, you shouldn't have that negative influence around you. You know, I'm never saying abandon somebody, but you know, if you've got somebody on your shoulder every day telling you that you're not going to succeed, that you're going to fail, that you're not worthy, that's not of God. And we need to surround ourselves with people that share God's message and share God's destiny for us. And I promise you that God doesn't want any of us to be a failure. And God doesn't view any of us as failures. He loves us and he wants to see the best for us. So that's my message today. You're never going to be universally loved, but it just takes a spark and it takes the right person at the right time for you to accomplish the destiny that God has for you. God bless. I love you. I'm praying for you. And I hope you have a great rest of the weekend.